And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and hello. Hello. Yeah, we really be tradding in rogues. Uh, most
Ah,
of my
yes, the
state
rogue
is in
triad.
disarray, but as long as I
Literally.
have internet access, you can bet y'all's ass I will be semi-consistently providing you with entertainment. But yes, hello. We're talking about Rogue Trader tonight. Dark Haunter and Mirror here because they're in my Rogue Trader party for the campaign I'm running.
And we're just jumping into my
Or more aptly, the core of the party.
Yep.
Because there are probably going to be a one-off or just for one endeavor players that join in and out.
Alright.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that... I'd be more surprised if that weren't the case later down the line, knowing... Well, y'all viewing. And myself, really, for being so much of a pushover.
So we're just jumping into this, aren't we? With my guy.
I mean, in a sense. But I do have to bring
no,
up
not
something very,
necessarily.
very funny.
What?
I have to bring up something very funny I've noticed while I was reading.
What?
Go ahead.
Tau don't have fate points.
Tau don't have
Hey.
whole
Big
up.
F. Big
No,
F.
remember when I mentioned they never put in the wounds? They never put in the fate points either.
Holy fuck! You don't...
It's over.
You know what? Tau just don't get fate points. Tau just
I'm
don't get a
aware.
starting fate point. Tau just don't get starting fate points. Because it sucks to be Tau.
Meanwhile, fucking Haunter over here. Ah, yeah, I start with 1 fate point, this motherfucker.
Yeah!
The nomad life. I start with 1. So for those of the chat who are curious...
To be fair, I would have been willing to give you a fate point had you not did the thing after your second gamble with stat rolls, Dark.
We all know I'm a chronic gambler. We could always do fate points later.
Fun fact, I get 2... Fun fact, because I was reading over it all, I get 2 fame points at a minimum.
Yes, you're the rogue trader.
It's not even because of the rogue trader, Red. It's Death World.
Oh no, you have at least 3.
Should we explain what the party is first, though? So that the chat gets an idea? Because we're talking about my character, who's a slith.
Well,
we might as well
first
give
and foremost, let's go over what the fuck a rogue trader is. In the grim darkness of yada yada yada, if you don't know how about 40k, how the fuck did you find out about my channel? Yeah, that comment's gonna age well. So in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, there's only war. Unless you're a rich sleazy douchebag who had a piece of papers, who had a bar napkin signed by God 10,000 years ago. In which case, it's a galaxy of high adventure.
Yes.
And being as much as a scumfuck ultra-capitalist as you can be. Welcome to Rogue Trader! You were given a dirty bar napkin by God that says you can do whatever you want. As long as it benefits the Imperium of Man. And that includes doing things like talking to aliens, which is normally illegal, and heresy. Most things that are heresy are illegal, and most things that are illegal are heresy. But there are plenty of illegal things that aren't actually heresy. It's just, it's gonna be heresy in some way or another because the ecclesiarch is gonna accuse any criminal of heresy. If they catch them first. However, rogue traders have this thing not commonly known about in 40k called human rights. Because they have a dirty bar napkin signed by God that says this person can do whatever the fuck they want. basically known as a warrant of trade. Now, there are conditions to that and stipulations, but we'll get into that. Basically, all you know, a rogue trader is an adventurer on the edge of human space, colonizing the galaxy for the good of humanity. Killing, fighting, spreading the word of the God Emperor, and even making backroom deals with Xenos from time to time. The real min-max for a rogue trader is the fucking Inquisitor. True.
God, I actually have a... God, Red, I actually have a story involving that. Why did you write to remind me?
Fleetmaster Eddie said it in the chat.
God damn.
So, without getting into it, Mir is playing the rogue trader of our session. Dark is has chosen to play a Watercast Tau, which get none of the funny reroll resource ability to start with, and Haunter's playing one of those Drukari snake men.
Hi, I'm playing a Slith. Yeah.
You know, they're twice as tall, 4 times as wide, and have 8 times the mass of a human.
And also 4 arms.
They're basically Snake Ogren.
Except smarter, honestly.
Yeah, except instead of stupid, they're autistic.
Just like Hunter.
Yeah!
Yeah.
But yes, tonight we're talking about Rogue Trader. And Rogue Trader. Because I am running a campaign out in the Ghoul Stars that I have inserted a lot of quirky OC stuff into. Including a hive world where the governor insists nothing ever happens.
Nothing ever happens.
However, it's covered by an array of defense satellites that have entire Infernus guilds parkouring across from one to the next in repair. No, I'm not making that up. I am actually just being funny. But, yes. Anyways. What were we talking about?
Hunter, I believe, because he was like, "Hi, I want to do the funny Slith thing."
Ah, yes,
I
yes,
am-
yes.
Hello.
We are
We should
rolling
also-
your stats.
We should also explain the party. Like, what the gimmick... Like, why there's so many fucking Tau.
Oh, right. So there's only one human in this Rogue Trader group, beside it being a game of Rogue Trader, and that's like 80% of Rogue Trader games. The previous Rogue Trader, and, you know, can I actually talk about the Rogue Trader ship here?
Go on.
I may pull up that file even.
Pull up the
Yeah, go
funny
for it.
ship.
I'll pull up the limit incident. I
The
figured out.
limit incident.
Yes.
That is what I named it, yes.
The incident.
The limit incident. It is a conquest class star galleon. Ignore the power and space remaining. It doesn't count because of a mandatory insert. What they
Plus weird calculations.
yeah, the TLDR, the cogitator interlink, power and space doesn't actually count toward it. So we're allowing the power and space to be overused because the cogitator interlink is supposed to be mostly forgotten about. At least the truth of the matter.
Okay, that's a pretty zany party you got there, Eddie.
That's a pretty zany party. We have, We have an envoy from the Far Side Enclaves. We have a Slith mercenary. And we have an engineer from the Far Side that might be from the Far Side Enclaves. I'm not sure.
Might have strong opinions regardless.
They are Earthcast from the seams of things, though. And then we have someone who I don't know yet. And that's our party.
Yeah.
Aboard the Conquest-class Star Galleon Limit Incident. Now, this is a rather storied ship. It is a very xenophilic ship, to the point where the entire warp drive has been replaced with a mimic engine. Or not the warp drive, but the actual thrusters have been replaced with a mimic engine. And there are several other cases of xenotech. And as for the machine spirit's temperament, I made a deal with the party. I gave them 20 extra fucking ship points. And in exchange, I'm allowed to re-roll the machine spirit whenever I want.
What temperament will the machine spirit have today? Who knows?
Because the war here is some douchebag just before the Age of Strife tried to upload their brain to become a ship AI, thinking it would cure them of their schizophrenia, but it only made it worse. So, about 13 to 15,000 years later, here we are.
It's the perfect outcome that this person envisions 100%.
Clearly.
There is also it's also a very conspicuous vessel, and has some not terribly obvious until you look at the 50-meter tall anime figurine of Saint Celestine, and the fact that it's an anime figurine and not a giant Gothic sculpture of Xenos attachments. Because it has a 50-foot... it has a 50-meter tall statue of Saint Celestine on top of it.
It's 10 out of 10.
That's what the that's what the warp spane hole is. We also have a mimic engine, which can mimic any other engine that it knows about. We have a Doubt Age life sustainer. We have what are arguably some of the the second best crew quarters. You can make an argument for the cryostasis ones. Which generation of trade warrant do you guys have first?
Oh.
Unification era.
Where's the options? I'm just looking on stream.
Oh, Eddie was just asking which era our warrant comes from.
Ah, right.
And I'm saying Unification Wars.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, very, very old
Because
warrant
this
indeed.
is a Conquest-class Scar Galleon that was given with the warrant. It's
might
been
be
heavily
a
modified over the years, though.
It might be a stealth carrier now, though, you know? It might have been modified quite extensively.
Oh no, you still have 2 main cargo holds pre-built in.
Oh yeah. Still a stealth carrier.
You also have a comical amount of fighters and bombers.
Exactly.
You employ
stealth carrier.
The stealth carrier that inflicts the bees strategy.
Yeah, here, let me show you the weapons. We have a Jovian pattern escort bay, a Jovian pattern escort bay, a Jovian pattern escort bay, and I swear to fuck, that's supposed to be a Jovian pattern escort bay.
Fighters and bobbers. That's how you do it.
So they just
Release
have
the
fighters
beam.
and bombers! Fighters and bombers! I mean, it's good y'all didn't skimp out on life support and crew quarters in that case.
Oh,
Because
defo.
the fighter method of doing things is very morale reliant.
Just hypothetical question about all this that I realized I could have asked while we was doing all this, right? Does
Yeah.
that mean people in the party can also use those fighters in space combat if they felt so inclined?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Absolutely.
Red,
What-
I had a funny idea since we're talking about morale, right? So
Yeah.
we might as well reveal my role in terms of like what I am to the chat, right?
Yeah.
So I'm the militant guy. I'm the guy in charge of the fucking PMC that comes with the ship. And I'm the Slith. So I had a funny idea, right, Ren?
What's your idea?
So I'm supposed to be like the Lord Commissar or something like that, right?
The Lord Militant.
Right, but in practice I can be something like that, right?
You're
Effectively.
basically general.
Okay, but can I just commit a bite of 87 on a motherfucker to improve morale or not?
I mean, look at what Abelard did in the game. It's pretty on point.
Yes!
Okay, but
Yes!
I'm the Slith who's in charge of the people. I think I should have a bite of 87 and at least a few of them to make sure they don't fucking rout.
I mean, I've already headcanoned there's a region in the middle or lower decks that y'all just send criminal offenders to, since you don't have a brig. And that's where you go from being on the job to being red rum the pit bull.
Red rum, red
No,
rum.
I'm just down there is the pit bull zone where Haunter goes to eat a few people.
Yeah, it's counted in the Xenos habitats. Hold on, I don't
Yeah.
think I have the thing up. Yeah.
We send the criminals into the Xeno Zoo. It's fine.
And the zoo just happens to be where I lurk.
Hold on, let me show y'all the let me see if I can't window capture the event incident. The limit incident, rather. Let me see. Shipbuilder PC. Display capture 2 on, let's see. Transform. Reset transform. Then drag it out across screen and turn off the under. Nope, that is my files. Hold on. Your girl's a bit stupid. Here we go. Here, we should have the limit incident here in a sec so I can properly show, because it just occurred to me it wasn't on screen.
See, Eddie gets it. He gets
Yeah.
it, Hunter.
He gets it. That's why I had to ask if I can bite of 87 motherfuckers.
Of course you can, dude. You're a slith.
Damn
Let's do
right.
that.
Okay, good.
You're a Slith and the Archmilitant. They can't complain.
They are literally not allowed to complain. You are essentially the general of the ship's forces, or admiral, if you prefer.
I prefer Freddy Fazbear, and I'm gonna commit to bite of 87.
So wait, are all of your fucking armsmen just styled like Foxy, Chica, and fucking Bonnie now?
Oh god.
No, they're dressed like children. That way I don't feel remorse.
They all have the conspicuous yellow t-shirt, overalls, and propeller hat.
God.
What? No, they'll be styled somewhat seriously.
I believe we've neglected to mention one small detail in regards to the ship.
Oh, right, I forgot to transition over to the ship for you. Here you all go.
Whoopsie!
But yes, this is the Limit Incident. A first-generation warrant of trade given vessel that over very long periods of time has been refurbished with xenophilic tendencies, including a 50-meter tall statue that should be just a nice Gothic statue of an imperial saint, but is an anime figurine of Saint Celestine. Sorry. A Tawame figure of Saint Celestine. A Tawame!
My god.
But what was the important thing? Outside, what was the important thing, though?
The people here probably may be wondering, why is the ship so xenophilic in nature?
Oh, right. That's because the previous rogue trader was an insanely overt Tawaboo, to the point where they wanted to host an ethereal on their ship. However, before the Inquisition could get to them and redact the warrant of trade or whatever for outright heresy that is extremely blatant, a tragic accident involving the previous rogue trader, known last of the bloodline, and an Arvis lighter that the Ethereal was also on board, occurred. A very tragic accident.
You know, it totally didn't involve the Slith being on board and committing the bite of 87.
No, it blew up.
I was making a joke because it totally didn't happen. You know?
No, totally
It blew
didn't
up.
happen.
The records state there was a small oil leakage on board. In the engine pipes, and that led to a reactor explosion of the Arvis lighter. That's the official statement. In reality, the seneschal of the party did it. Because they're from the far side enclaves.
And fuck them Furios. Bitch ass motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, no, the ship is blinged out to hell and back. We have the drop temple and everything. And Xenos habitats to account for Tau embassies, as well as a future zoo.
The
Tau section on
the zoo's where I keep my exotic foods.
And the Tau section of the ship is totally not named Little Taukio.
Little Taukio. I want you to know.
100% is.
I want you to know if the other Tau character ends up going pro-Empire instead of Enclaves.
Oh, I am gonna have so much fun if that's the case.
It's gonna be, there's gonna be another Tau section of the ship called, Hong Tong.
See, there'd be one step that would actually allow for us to get Furios on board then. God.
No, the previous rogue trader was actually having thoughts of defecting from the Imperium.
That explains a lot.
Which, you know, wouldn't be help. Little fucking Taukio! Yeah, Fleet Master!
We gotta defend little Taukio.
Look, Ren gave me a fucking different name before, and I was just like, Yeah, now this would work better.
Look, Little Tokyo and Little Chinatown may both exist.
Yo, Tao.
But yeah, the previous rogue trader died early into their career due to a tragic slide or sabotage accident. However, in their career, they still had time to earn the respect of a Slith, or that may have been the rogue trader before them, and fill up half the librarium with shitty Tau manga. Hence the poor quality Xenos librarium. Oh, we also have Steel Rain.
Do you like drop pods?
You like drop pods? Because I do want to point out something here. Drop pods count. The Steel Rain, the drop pod deployment rule, right?
Yeah.
Every 10 minutes, every strategic turn. It uses strategic turns, meaning they're applicable in space combat.
Beautiful.
If you're willing to risk the lives and drop pods of your ship.
Alright, we need to do a boarding action. Steel Rain!
You can do Steel Rain boarding actions.
It would
It's
not be
also
road trip.
very built to be a stealth carrier.
Very much so.
Yes.
Like, everything here is around being a high morale stealth carrier.
And also bees!
I very much kept it in theme.
However, we have the highest quality of life support. A, Age of Technology air recycler. Which means the air is sweet, the water is fresh, and the food is good. And that reduces all crew population losses from non-combat sources by 1.
This ship may be blinged out, but holy terror.
Don't worry, these fuckers only
So
have
many
20 profit factor.
20 profit factor, the Addic are just in this shit, the Order Xenos are just in this shit. There's already a lot of problems.
And the last blood of the rogue trader is a tribe from a death world. A primitive death world, mind you.
Caveman go unga bunga.
So basically a bunch of Norskins that may as well be in the Xenos habitat.
Look, we're scraping at the bottom of the barrel.
The Xenos habitat. I believe you mean the food bowl for princess.
No, that's the lower decks. Have at 'em, champ.
The naughty guardsmen get put down into the brig, aka fucking princess's hunting grounds.
No, they just get reassigned to the area of the ship where you're allowed to hunt. You know, like Marzipan.
Not even just hunt, he just like fucking walks by. Someone else decides to walk by him. And everyone down there's done something. So he takes it upon himself to go Night Lord mode and just bite his head off.
I like to imagine it's just one of those segments towards the center of the ship that's super poor and crowded, and like you just have the Lord Militant's manor there.
Look, I'll have you know, Ren, I'm gonna go full Night Lords with this motherfucker. I am gonna go Night Lords with this motherfucker.
Bro, you are an officer on a rogue trader ship. You have a mansion on board.
I have a mansion on board, but
Anywhere
anyone
you
who's
want it to be on board. However you want to style it on board. You have about that amount of space.
no,
Space.
I figured, but I'm just sitting here thinking like anyone down here is obviously fucked up in some regard, so I might as well go Night Lord on them and just flay them alive and then bite their head off or something, you know? Just quick, easy. You know?
At that point, why not just start a gang?
Why would I start a gang when I am the gang?
Why not manipulate the middle and lower deck gangs against each other?
Why? For my amusement?
Yeah!
Okay,
The,
maybe.
the actual armsmen just watched, and they're just like, "Oh, I'm glad I'm not on duty for that."
Watch the fucking Tau look over into like I don't know, like the fucking whatever cameras they're on, and just watch a civil war going on. They hail up the Lord Militant or something like, "Dude, the troops are infighting." Okay, what about it? It's entertainment. I had them fight for funny.
Gee, aren't you glad I let the Tau embassy come with its own security retinue?
The security retinue actively cannibalizing itself.
No, the Tau embassy has a security retinue. Equipped with battle suits.
Aw, can I not eat them?
I'd rather you didn't.
No,
They're a
you
source of more
cannot.
characters for Dark.
Lame, but
Mhm.
alright.
They're a
Oh,
source
Dark.
of more of, in case Dark's character bites it, they're a source of Dark's next character.
Okay, fair.
So the Tau option
or
doesn't
that
get
way.
closed off.
Yeah.
They're there
Yeah.
so the Tau option for making new characters does not get closed off in the middle of the fucking Ghoul Stars.
I mean,
Okay,
Ren.
fair.
It's about to say though, Dark, with your backup character, it's either that or you play as the space doggo.
No, the Space Doggo's gonna be a DMPC because no one else has jumped on that.
The long boy.
But yeah, that's the limit incident. However, all this nice stealth and internal morale talk has been very nice. However, where we cut budget was the warp engine in Gellerfield.
Yes.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
It's still fine.
Yeah.
Hey man, Haste of the Damned's still pretty good.
Yeah, hey, look, worst case scenario, a few people go insane, and that's just a few more food for
That's just the
princess.
norm. The fuck you all about?
No, it's not even
Also, y'all get additional achievement points for trade objectives, creed objectives, and not any non-hostile Xenos endeavor or dealing, as well as additional endeavor points if you do military objectives. Like, not a small amount either. If y'all convince a random, like, newly found Xenos race to submit to the will of the Imperium,
Mm-hmm.
you would unironically get the Convert the Heretic achievement, the Convert the Heretic trait, as well as y'all get 200 achievement points for that.
Nice. And what can we do with these achievement points?
We'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Unless Stark
Yeah.
wants to take the wheel.
I did speak with a friend on how it specifically works. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a simple case of, okay, you want to achieve an objective. Like, it's the shortened way to take a big plan and shorten it down in a smaller amount of time. And you need this many amount of achievement points to achieve that goal. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I get that.
So say, like, you want to heist some fucking Rotator Dynasty, because, fuck that dynasty. You'd need to do, like, a very big series of events to get to that point. And
I get
if you succeed or fail at that, that's what the achievement points are
Hmm.
for.
We
Progress.
also have endeavor points for military campaigns, which are also good.
Military and 40k? No.
Oh yeah, no. If y'all choose to do military objectives, you'll get endeavor points.
Never. Not in a million years. Not in a millennia.
I'd stay the fuck away from military objectives early on, especially with your party, but
Look, we all know that you have to just blow a candle on all the early game Rogue Trader characters and they will flop over and die if you're not careful.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You will get humbled in this game. Is something I do know quite well.
You will very
Expect
much be
death.
humbled.
Expect death to happen, but at least have fun with it.
That's why I'm going Pitbull mode.
Speaking of the Pitbull, let us stat the Pitbull. Pitbull, you're being
Yes, let
stabbed.
us stat the Pitbull. Should I bring the roll 20 up for everyone to see, or?
I would
I'm
assume
pre-
so, but also, Dark, you never sent that command. You just said
Oh,
instant
what?
numbers.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you know the chart that I sent in the Rouge chat, right?
Right.
So, basically...
I know that, it's just you never fucking sent the command.
Okay.
Willing to?
That was the command.
Damn straight,
Oh.
Fleetmaster Eddie.
So
Damn
like, here, let me give you an example real quick.
Right, because it's been,
You would-
again, it's literally been...
You
like
do it
4
like
days.
this.
Make this visible
Ah,
for
okay,
everyone.
Mm-hmm.
There we
Oh,
go.
that looks nice.
We'll drag out the chat so you can all see Haunter's rolls in real time. But first, let's go over how rolls work when creating characteristics for your character. Because this is a good segue to talk about that, and we're filling a shit ton of screen time.
Yeah.
Not that we need to, I just want to. So, you roll 2d10 for every characteristic. And you add your base characteristic of your race, or species, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for Slith, you're not 25s all the way across the board. There are 3 stats you need to change it up for.
Mm-hmm.
Toughness, which you get 10 bonus toughness, which makes it in the realm that it's feasible for you to have 50 plus toughness starting out. Which, dear lord. However, Slith aren't the best socially, and they're very opportunistic. Meaning their willpower and their fellowship both take a 5-point penalty and are knocked down to 20. Starting out.
Okay.
So, for your weapon skill, you would roll 2d10 plus 25.
Right, I just had the command right here. That's what I was asking you for.
Yeah.
I remember that much.
Yeah. You just put that in and it should do the command for you.
And I will open you up a new... Oh, you already made yourself a character sheet. Wonderful.
I did. I was just pressing buttons.
Yep, there you go.
Yep, your weapon skill
You
is
did it.
37.
Oh boy.
Now just be sure to change the number down the list.
Yeah, so next up, we got your ballistic skill. Same number.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Pretty average.
Guardsman level.
Hold
which
on,
isn't
let me-
bad.
Yeah, no, I know. So next up is strength.
Yep.
Hold on, I just got a notepad open real quick to type it all down. So
Yeah, I can also type it down in your... You also can make your own character sheet.
right, I it's been almost for chat's context because I was talking about it in the pre-stream. The last time I did a campaign was a Dark Crusade match where I was a human. I wanted to be an ogre, but I got a human.
We'll also roll
And-
the NASA cars.
That was,
characteristics while we're at it.
That was back in 2019.
I should
So,
mention
okay.
this party doesn't have a navigator. They're using a Nasacar, which are
That we are.
basically take a borzoi and give it wiener dog legs, and then make it psychic and floating.
Alright, so this is for strength. Let's see here.
Yep, so still
Yeah, it's
25.
25.
36.
Not bad.
That's decent. You're a decent melee dude.
Now it's plus 35.
This is for toughness, right?
Yep, so
Yes.
it's plus 35.
Alright. Alright, funny gods, do a funny.
Just under 50.
Oh, I am tough.
Yes. Under.
Your toughness rivals Zavli's intelligence. I just want to point that out.
I am durable.
Yeah, no, Slith are known for not being easily killed.
I know.
If only
but
you had
this
that
is
one
especially
more, though.
funny.
Now, for agility, you go back down to 25.
Okay, so 40. Oh, I'm a fast fucker.
Yeah, you're a snake.
I know, but I'm 40.
Yeah.
On a 25 roll, that's
Agility is
pretty
really good in melee.
I am the fucking blender.
Honestly,
you are.
yeah. The only thing I'd even argue to re-roll here... No, I wouldn't argue to re-roll any of these.
I mean, who knows? We shall see. We still got a bit to go.
But we can always gamble.
Could gamble, but I don't know yet.
But first things first. Next up, intelligence and perception are both 25.
Okay, so now we got my intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, smear.
Average.
Okay, relatively. No, that's pretty relative.
Yeah, that's average. Pretty normal.
It's actually
That's
a bit
above
above
average.
average.
Hmm.
Average is 30.
Fair.
Average human is 30, I should say.
Alright.
Veteran guard is 35, typically.
And now for perception. Okay.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
have perception just under a veteran guardsman, but you're not shooting, so like... So now you only add 20. Because your fellowship and willpower take penalties due to your toughness bonus.
Okay.
Okay.
Willpower's alright.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
that was
decent,
the one
that's
I was concerned about for you.
Now let's go for the other one.
decent. Okay.
Not bad at all, man.
It's pretty good, honestly.
You
Yeah.
have rolled... You have rolled marginally well. Now, here's the deal.
You're gonna make a bargain with me.
No, I'm going to tell you outright what everyone gets for free.
Okay.
You can either do a flat across the board reroll and keep the second rolls. As in, you don't get to choose between the higher for each. You just keep the
Mhm.
second set of rolls. I would not
Mhm.
recommend that in this case.
Right.
Or you can choose one stat, roll it again, and choose between the two.
Let me think.
This
here.
could
Which I would
also
not
apply to your-
recommend for toughness. You are,
Oh, no,
you are
no,
there,
no.
my friend.
No,
Yep, I'm
toughness I am
toughness.
not doing. I am a durable motherfucker.
Or your agility, for that matter.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing either of those. But I'll do it for ballistics. So that's a 25.
I will point out, do consider your wounds as well before you do.
No, I'm just going into ballistics. You know,
Yeah.
just see how it is.
Fair enough.
No, we're keeping the first one.
Okay. You don't really need ballistics with these stats.
I don't. But if the situation arises where I need it to be ranged,
Velozen. But yeah, if the situation arises where you need to, like, shoot the turrets on a fighter jet.
I'll be all right. But yeah.
You won't be a veteran guardsman, but you'll still have at least guardsman level shooting, which is better
you're
than PDF
definitely-
level.
You're definitely above average normal slith, though, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, you are above average for a Slith in almost every respect.
I am peak snake.
You are a Chad Sneck.
Yes.
If y'all don't mind, do y'all mind if I roll the characteristics of the Nikasara
Go back real quick. You're forgetting one thing for Hunter.
Oh, right, wounds.
Yes.
Yes, he
Look,
needs
we-
his wounds.
We still have old
Look, he
40
can't be like-
Slan in here, by the way.
So I roll 1d5 plus 2.
And add
Yeah.
twice your unmodified starting toughness bonus. Which if
1d5 plus 2 plus what?
Okay, so what's your toughness bonus?
it would be 4, correct? Because it's 49.
Yes, which double that would be 8.
So 1d5 plus 2 plus 8?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a minimum
Hold on minute.
11.
Which is already more than anyone.
Which is already more than anyone else so far.
13.
Right in the middle. But for your toughness bonus, that is still well above average for a Slith.
I got 13 wounds.
Look, you're a
And,
tough guy.
And here's the fun thing about Rogue Trader. The more you increase your toughness, the more you wounds.
So I'm
Same with
immediately
sound
gonna get.
constitution.
So I'm immediately
If you
gonna
pick up
get
the
like.
town.
I'm gonna get like 2 or 1 more wounds if I upgrade my toughness.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be funny.
If you upgrade your toughness by 1 point, you'll immediately get 2 more wounds.
Oh, that's funny.
Just fiat.
Just to put a note on this, usually when it comes to this system, every time you upgrade characteristics, it's always by numbers of 5.
Yep.
Mm.
But you are 1 away from that plus 5 intrinsic bonus.
So you're gonna always eke out that last fucking toughness bonus when you max out, homie, and I am sorry.
I'm missing out on 1, but I am the
It's not
tankiest
worth
fucker.
re-rolling. It's not
not
worth
worth-
re-rolling.
It isn't worth re-rolling, but I will say it is fucking hilarious.
Hello, Fearless. I'm glad I'm okay too, and I hope most people in my state are. Which we're finding out still.
So is Hunter all done rolling?
Haunter is done rolling, I believe.
There you go. Now you can
And
do your
in
funny
addition
long
to that, Haunter, you start with 1 fate point.
Yes.
Unlike Dark.
That's one thing.
Or Zavly.
Yeah! Unlike Tao, Slith get a fate point. Oh, right. Do you want to know your starting shit? It doesn't
Sure.
really matter quite yet, but,
Sure.
let me get back up to Slith.
You probably might want to put all this shit into your character, my dude. Oh yeah, it's quite a bit.
Yeah, you get a lot as a Slith in terms of talents and skills, and especially gear.
Okay.
Do you want me to list this shit off in terms of gear?
Go on.
Best craftsmanship Slith punch daggers, good craftsmanship Slith saber, or common craftsmanship power sword. Keep in mind, we have an Earthcast with Int 51 who can take the just upgrade craftsmanship skill. Or
When he
talent.
eventually gets it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you get it down the line.
He does get it down the line, but he already has the stats for it.
Okay.
You get a shard carbine or a splinter pistol. Or,
Probably
no, sorry, a
both.
shard carbine or splinter rifle in addition to a splinter pistol.
Okay.
You get Slith mercenary armor and an obligatory void suit, as well as common craftsmanship clothes.
Okay.
And you get a microbead or foxcaster. I recommend the microbead.
What's the microbead do?
It's an earcom.
It's a walkie-talkie.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I'll
It's
probably
like-
get the bead.
It's an earpiece, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like one of those, it's a serial agency earpiece.
Right.
A Voxcaster is basically a big fuck You know, like the guardsmen you see with the fucking radios on their back? That's a
Mhm.
Voxcaster.
Alright.
Not that you couldn't carry a Voxcaster.
It's just impractical.
Yes.
I mean, it'll give you easy access to contacting other people. Like, every IM has its benefit.
With the Voxcaster, you can reach the ship. With the
Alright.
Combead,
Yeah.
you can reach the party.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking.
I'll need to decide if I want a Shard Carbine or Splinter Rifle, but alright.
But you could definitely take a Voxcaster with little issue. You could haul one easily. Like, just straight up.
Nah, I won't take a Voxcaster.
Based.
Look, I'm a blender. I don't need to carry shit. I need
There is
to blend.
one important thing, which I do need to let you know, because I just noticed it.
What?
You are size hulking. You are easier to hit.
You are easier to hit. Yeah, you do have a
It's a
larger
good
size.
thing he's got very good toughness then.
You also have multiple arms trait and the improved natural weapon bite.
And
I mean,
because
yeah,
you're hulking, you're faster too.
You can literally eat a ratling in combat.
I can pull a fucking snake
Because
eating
of
a
your
rat.
size, if you come across something the size of a Voton or ratling, you can straight up eat it. In combat.
Based.
Assuming you get a grapple off. I'm not joking!
No, I know. I would just like to imagine the moment, like, there's, like, an enemy rattling there, or, like, trying to do diplomacy or something, and there's, like, a rattling sassing up motherfuckers. So you just deploy me, the big snake, and it's like, teach these motherfuckers a lesson. So he just picks up the rattling, eats him, and then tells the others, start listening or you're next.
Oh, right.
Definitely gonna be using it for stuff like that.
You also have silent move.
See, this is why I wanted to roll for fucking more range, but I'll take it.
You have concealment, common lore slith, forbidden lore Xenos, silent move, speak language, slith, low gothic, and Eldari.
Alright.
By the way, your mercenary armor gives you 4 AP.
Yep.
On everything but the legs. Sorry, homie.
I don't think
That's
he needs
fine.
to worry about the legs.
I know. Just
I
make
don't
it
think he needs to worry about the legs.
Look, I'll
leg
be fine.
TM.
Let's see. Oh, you get universal melee weapon training.
So I'm good with any melee weapon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Based.
Any primitive one at least.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means like swords, knives, etc., yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Also, you have heightened smell.
So I can smell motherfuckers.
You can
and
tell if
who's
someone's
these.
an Urkel follower.
Or see if there's like any motherfuckers stealthing around us.
Yeah. You
I'm
can
the
smell that gamer
anti-bullshit murder.
stank.
I'm the anti-bullshit fucking murder hobo.
You are, however, not getting rid of Speak Not unto the alien.
What does that do?
Speak Not unto the alien. It means you, as a Xenos character, for all the cool trade-offs you get,
Right.
which is a lot. Excuse me.
Yes.
It's harder to talk to humans.
It's
Or
a minus
Imperial.
20 to interact.
Yeah. Any fellowship-based test when dealing with an Imperial human is minus 20.
Outside of the rogue trader, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
But still with the Rogue Trader's crew.
Look, they don't need to fucking like me. They will tolerate me, or I will commit the bite of 87 and make an example. You will listen, or you will be fucking you will get lobotomized in a single bite.
All right, Freddy Sliff Bear. Sliff Snake.
I will Freddy Fudge Bear.
That's what they fucking. Wait, what if that's like what happens when he's choosing like who's the fucking like who's the snack of the day in the hunting grounds? He just does like the FNAF 1, like you run out of power, Freddy's right there thing.
God.
Look at that punching dagger though.
What?
Look at that punching dagger.
Let me look at this. 1d10 plus SB rend, penetration 1
Strength.
pairing, or strength.
Yeah, but it comes with tearing. That shit's pretty good.
And it has pin 1. And do you want to know the most fucked up part?
What?
Multiple arms in it.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
You can literally punch a motherfucker to death.
You can punch 2 motherfuckers and then still swing your sword if you want to spec that way.
Or 2 swords.
I thought you'd have your 4th hand on a pistol, honestly.
I can put down a sword to equip a pistol for a moment. Or 2 pistols. Depends on the mood.
Either way, you start with 2 best craftsmanship slith punch daggers. Or no, wait, only 1, my bad.
We can always get more. Don't worry.
We can get more, don't worry.
I could have the Tau craft some more.
Probably, yeah.
I should also mention, when it comes to like basic character creation for a lot of characters, everyone is entitled to a singular acquisition at character creation.
Yep.
And a +0.
Yep.
Okay.
But there are a lot of books to go through on that one.
Right.
I mean, worst case, Hunter, you could literally just ask, alright, well, I want this weapon, and I'll go have a look.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, me and Dark will start scouring the books.
Because I already had a kind of funny idea. Right?
Alright.
Let's say late game, right? Hypothetical, this snake makes it to late game. He just picks up like 2 Tyrannid bone swords without the synapse shit.
Beautiful.
That will be extremely difficult, but it's possible.
Technically possible.
He rips them off. He rips them off like a Tyrannid he kills, or for some reason, and it's like...
For that, y'all will have to encounter Tyrannids.
Yeah, exactly. I would have to encounter them. But
there's no guarantee that
Homie, you are in an area of space with 4 Necron dynasties.
It's not likely we'll encounter Tyranids.
No,
It's not impossible, but not likely.
No, you're right. It's true. But I'm just saying, like, in the hypothetical scenario, I would imagine it's like, say, we get, like, stuck in the middle of, like, a fight pit, and it's like, hey, here's these Tyrannid warriors that they kind of fucking brought in.
However, what I will say
what are you
is, while it might be less realistic to get Tyrannid swords...
Necron swords, I see you.
Yes, I am showing the hyperphase sword for a reason.
I will think about that if we get there.
Because you could theoretically dual wield them.
I could.
Hell, you could theoretically dual wield Warside.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's like 2 war sides per like arm or something. That's like a double.
You have 4 arms.
I have 4 arms, but I would rather be having 2 dedicated to shooting, or 2 that are just like a heavy weapon, and then the other 2 are like the punch daggers or whatever.
Homie, most people only got 2 of those things.
Yes, I know. And I'm already, I will say, outside the Rogue Trader shit, I am working to get some Starbound tech that allows me to have more arms. I would know. We are in talks of producing this shit.
I mean, theoretically, we could get your... If your Slith survives into very late game, we can see about Slith mechadendrites.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah.
We could. But for what I have right now, this is fine.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I will say,
The idea just funny to me.
no, I know. But let's say in the extremely unlikely case, Catan face blades.
Oh, absolutely, if you get your hands on them.
It would be funny.
You'd have to really get on the recruiter's good side on that one, Chief.
Yeah.
Because
So,
do remember, what if he wants to wield them, you know?
yeah. So, this is what I'm playing. A Nakassar. As a DMPC, it's just kind of be there for navigation purposes.
I'm also gonna be right back so I
But
can get a drink.
I really like the floaty long boys because they're fun. And considering they can technically perform the same function as navigators is hilarious to me.
God
I love
damn
those
it.
doggos.
God damn it, even the fucking long boys get a fate point. What the fuck?
They are
Of course he gets a
psychers, to be
fate point.
fair.
Look at that. Look at that creature and tell me that would not have a fate point.
They have pretty shit starting stats, though.
Oh, yeah.
Minus their willpower. Or intelligence.
They need their intelligence and willpower.
Their power comes from their aesthetic.
So, we are now going to roll a Nikassar. Because
Yay.
I made one.
You got the stat sheet out.
Yep. Everyone's gonna get to see me alt-tab between this.
Alt-tab, you could just use the character sheet on here.
Oh, yeah, I do have the character sheet on here, but everyone's gonna see me bringing it up, switching to the Xenos character guide, switching to the chat, and then re-rolling.
That's fair.
So, weapon skill is 25. Let's see. Ballistic
If you
skill
want-
is also 25.
If you want, I can read it out for you. I have it here.
Yeah, though I know my next two are 20. Strength. Strength is 20. From what this says.
Alright, I have the thing up.
Yep. Strength and toughness are both 20.
Jesus Christ!
Holy fuck! Like, okay, everyone in chat can see I'm not fudging this.
I
Yeah.
am back. What did I miss? What happened?
The
fucking
Wiener
long boy
Borzoi
ever.
is tough.
40 toughness on this long boy.
Oh my god.
I
That is
rolled
a
max
very-
toughness for the Nikassar.
Holy
Sorry, Hornsey,
shit,
you're no
I
longer
have
the
never
toughest person
seen
on the ship
that.
anymore.
That's arguably the most important role, too, outside of willpower.
Jesus
Uh,
fuck. And it's sweat toughness, what the fuck?
Ran petition
Right.
to make this. Ran petition to make this particular
25 next.
ran petition for this. This is sort of variation to have like a scar on its face or
Could be
something. It just look really
30.
like an old veteran.
no, he's
growls
just
and
fat.
grins.
The previous rogue trader fed it too much.
Ah.
Oh wait, no, I know why. It's because he was with the envoy, so he's like, oh, it's your friend, right?
The rogue trader didn't understand Nikassar were fucking people and just kept trying to feed it, and it went along with it. The previous rogue trader, that is.
You know, the one that was gonna betray
Yeah.
Imperium.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that was about to defect. Exactly. I mean,
It also
has to have-
accepted all the ear scritches because
Ye-
this is a really
yes.
easygoing Nikassar.
yeah.
Like, notoriously easygoing.
But holy shit, he must be a venerable long boy.
The venerable long boy. The venerable long boy.
I'm pretty sure the tower would actually want him back in the instant if they knew.
Good thing they don't, huh?
It's a glitch. You just have to get out of the character sheet and it'll fix itself.
Meh. So we're gonna do all that so far. Let's see. That was through agility. So now, if I recall, it is time for int. And now these boys are smart doggos. They get 30. 42.
Damn.
Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Respectable.
Next up is perception, which is 25. And this is probably, if anything, the thing I'm probably going to end up having to reroll. Yeah. I'm going to have to try rerolling that. Willpower. So Nikasar are psychers, everyone. Meaning willpower is, bar none, hands down, the most important stat for them.
If you get a 1 on this, just imagine.
Oh.
I called it. I fucking called it.
I know what I'm using my reroll for. And then a plus 25 fellowship test.
You're using it on a perception, right?
Oh my god.
That's not bad fellowship.
The doggo who has psychic powers is not the strongest of psychers at the moment, it seems.
Yes, but like the deal I'll make with you, I can make for myself.
True.
So I'm re-rolling that fucking willpower. Fuck
I
you.
think it'd be pretty funny narratively if he was like a really, really
take it.
weak navigator.
I'll take that one. That's still plus 4. I'll take it.
Fair enough. 41. Yeah, 41's pretty decent either way.
Yeah.
That's more than we get from standard navigator, probably, right?
No.
Navigator gives more? Damn.
Yep. Okay, so the 25 was in intelligent. Wait, no, the 30 was in. So the 42 was
42.
intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah, the 42.
Yeah. And then the 37 was perception, which ain't bad. I can just take 1 advancement in that and be fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. If I really wanted to, I could burn the fate pool. Like, I could burn the total fate pool for this character to reroll the fellowship, but I ain't gonna. So now, wounds. Roll 1d5 and add twice their unmodified toughness bonus to determine their starting wounds. Alright, so /R, 1d5 plus 8. Oh my god.
Is that good?
12 starting wounds.
Oh, you starting with 12 wounds? Oh,
boy.
Where are wounds on this sheet? Oh.
You are about as strong as my snake.
No, it's tough.
No, it can't lift. It only has a +2 to strength.
Okay.
it's not strong, it's just tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, you have as much wounds, I believe.
By like
Yeah.
by like a little.
By 1.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
it's soon to be 3.
with the amount of warp fuckery we're probably going to be getting during all the travels and all that, yeah, it's going to need that level of toughness and wounds.
You put it in current. You ignore that.
Okay. Current 12.
And you put it in total as well.
Let's see. Wounds, total. Oh, right.
It's right there.
And that is the
The venerable long boy.
The venerable Venerable Long Boy. What if I just name him Venerable Long Boy? That's not actually his
Do it.
name. That's just what everyone calls him.
It's the goodest of doggos.
I'm just gonna name it the Venerable Long Boy. None of y'all know this thing's actual name. No one's bothered to ask. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Have that be the name that the old rogue trader called it.
It was
Yes.
decreed his name was the Venerable Longboy.
Yeah, the rogue trader made a blanket statement saying its name was Venerable Long Boy.
So wait, are the Farsight people... No, wait, I already answered that question myself. Who's the oldest member of the ship, though, if I may ask? Like, long-serving, before the new guy showed
you
up.
probably served the rogue trader before the previous rogue trader, given Slith lifespan.
Okay.
And
Alright.
because it's hinted at you knew Dark's plan to get rid of the previous rogue trader. I mean, for the unfortunate accident to happen to the previous rogue trader.
I probably knew about it.
You probably
Pat
knew
Phelps-
there might have been an oil leakage in an Arvis lighter.
No, I probably pat him on the shoulder and said, "You want me to help you?" It would have been funny. He thought it was funny enough, so he pat Dark on the shoulder and said, "I'm gonna look the other way, and I might even help you, because it's funny."
I like how they say they're long, flat polar bears, but that's not the case. I mean, they're long dogs. They're floating doggos.
I can kind of see the polar bear.
I can't. I'm seeing a dog, man. I am seeing a
okay,
dog.
the floaty one, this picture here, that's not that one, the one above it.
I
That
can
one
see
there,
it in that one.
I can see the polar bear there, but the one below it, no, that's a dog.
I am actively choosing to style it as a dog. More of a borzoi with wiener dog legs than anything. Because that's how I interpret Nikasar in my head.
Yeah.
A floating borzoi with wiener dog legs! Except it's psychic. And they accrue insanity and corruption as normal. Let's look at their starting gear. Nikasar don't get starting gear, I don't think.
They're
Yeah.
just Longboys.
No. Oh,
No,
no,
they
wait,
do.
here it is.
Right there.
Bolt pistol, best craftsmanship mono sword. Hey, Hunter, you want something my character's never going to use?
What?
Best craftsmanship mono sword.
What's a monosword do again?
It's a monomolecular blade.
It's a sword, but it's been sharpened to a keen
Single
edge.
molecule.
I might take it, yes. And I might dual wield both the sword and the gloves. Or at least for right now, I'll dual wield both swords until I get 2 gloves.
Let's see. Then I get normal ass flak armor. A Nikasar void suit. A microbeater Voxcaster. We're going with Voxcaster for the Venerable Longboy.
Mm-hmm.
And Vanguard robes, which are good quality clothing. I'm just imagining a doggy sweater. But like guardsman flak. Probably in Mordian colors. No, in Vostroyan colors. No, better yet. Yeah, Vostroyan. What do y'all think?
Hey, look, I ain't gonna tell you how to customize your dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm asking
exactly.
y'all's thoughts, because this is basically just a support psyker for the party that won't hog the spotlight unless you want it to.
I think it's fucking funny. Look, we got two funny
Because the
characters.
best
We
way
got the
to play a DMPC is to just leave it unprompted unless the party turns to it.
Yeah, exactly. We got two funny options here. We got the funny psyker snake or the funny murder snake. Which do you want?
You can talk to the dog that can actually tear you apart with its mind, but doesn't care. You can eat the dog, Haunter.
I can eat the dog. I can eat the dog.
Please do not eat the venerable long
I
boy.
will. Venerable long boy. I believe you mean those venerable noodles.
Hello, Raven! We're talking about Rogue Trader and the current party of stupids in it that I'm making for a tabletop game.
It's both incredibly stupid, but also I am an incredibly...
Or rather, I am making the core party because a lot of the time there will probably be one-off or one-endeavor characters from other people coming in that I will allow. And that applies to a lot of y'all listening.
It's all fun and games, homies.
It's all for
That's all
telling
it
the
is.
story.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, I do get Invocation Sign of Science and Psi Rating 2 at start. I start with 2 Psi Rating.
2 Psi rating, nice.
That's usually average.
Yeah. I still like it, though. It should be mentioned, though, my character cannot walk on the ground, which is why I brought a fox caster. Good thing these things float.
We all float up here, long boy.
Look at these psyker skills! Literally one more psi rating, and I can move the void ship outside of the warp. Or rather, steer the void ship outside of the warp with my mind. Because, read void ship locomotion. If you would, Dark.
Oh god, imagine if you get your psi rating pretty high. Oh.
Yeah.
Something you might want to read, Red. It's limited only to transports and frigates, and the Star Galleon counts as a cruiser.
Yep, so I just have to wait till I can get enhanced void ship locomotion.
Yeah.
For Venerable Long Boy. Though Peerless is, can straight up move battleships.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, you need to be really fucking high in the campaign to even get that far. That's fair.
Venerable Long Boy is not going to be doing a lot of leaving the ship.
Look, at least we can go to Venerable Longboy and have a conversation without him opening his eye and then everyone explodes.
Yeah, no! Unfortunately, they have fragile biology.
Fragile biology looks at his toughness.
I have to utilize mind over matter in normal gravity. It has to utilize mind over matter in normal gravity. Basically... Okay. The Nikasar, if they're using their technique, gains psi rating divided by 2 in terms of speed in normal gravity environments. And if they're not using it, they get 2. On worlds with higher than normal gravity, Nikasar can't deploy. They just die.
Yep.
Can we get a Grand Cruiser? Yes, we can, Fearless. Yes, we can. There are outright rules for battleships. We can get a Mars class. Or an Armageddon class.
Or you could even get those Grand Cruisers. Some of them are Chaos Origin.
Oh, yeah.
We can get all the goodies.
But, yeah, no. If a Nikasar deploys to a world with higher than normal gravity, it will immediately be shunt down to the ground, have all its organs compressed, and begin suffocating as it bleeds out from it.
Yeah, we're leaving
Catastrophic
it on the
organ
ship
failure. However, this effect can be minimalized at psi rating 6. Otherwise, you're just not going to have a long boy go down to anything high gravity.
Ah, I see you're also an educated repulsor class Grand Cruiser, homie.
You can get a repulsor class, yeah. I mean, okay, in void combat, there are several larger ships that may be able to help this rogue traders, depending on situations. Because of the Imperial fleets present in the system. Or in the sector, rather.
But there's also a lot of other fucked up parties at the Ghoul Stars, don't you know?
Oh, yeah, we have, 4 Necron tomes. We don't have a whole lot of Knit Incursion, but there are 4 Necron tombs, including the Flayer Dynasty. Along with 6 rampant warbands from the Trader Legions.
Yeah.
Of varying colors.
I am providing 4 of which.
We have
and I have provided
6
one.
Trader warbands.
6, but it's more like 3. The other 4 are more like into one big undivided thing. It's complicated.
Oh, I know, but at the same time, it's effectively 6.
I know, but I'm giving the chat some context. I'm giving the chat some context here.
We have 6 flavors of chaos roaming around these stars.
Which 4 of which are monogod, for the record. 1 per each god.
We do also have a homebrew Space Marine chapter I made.
Oh, you made the fuckers this time.
We can get another in here.
Now, I was gonna say, if we're gonna go, like... it's already kind of crowded in here, but I don't know, but yeah.
It's a big sector.
Alright, fair.
I mean, Ghoul Stars are Ghoul Stars.
I mean, this is the area where Zana 2 is, which is basically the capital of Dark Mech.
Right, so you do know my fucking Dark Angels guys then, right, Ren?
Yep.
How they're basically the Bretonian fuckers that are Dark Angels.
Oh, I'm absolutely willing to incorporate that.
Yes.
Do they want Governor Chod's Hive World as a recruitment planet?
Yeah, they're fleet-based, though, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It's a temporary recruitment world.
Long story short, we put a lot of fucked up shit in the galaxy.
Yeah.
There are several 4th Sphere expansion seps. There's an Enclave retinue. There's an Explorator fleet. There's a Pilgrim fleet. There are obviously cold traders out the ass because there are 6 Chaos Warbands and the Dark Mech fucking capital, 4 Necron tombs, and about 100-something Imperial worlds I made up.
Not to mention the other uncharted worlds out there.
Yes. Realistically speaking, there are about 50 worlds actually under Imperial control in this sector. But there are about 103 Imperial worlds. If that makes any sense.
It do.
You know how it be. Is there any Deldar present? Oh yeah. There's a stellar webway gate. 2 of them, in fact. And
Which will be
where
this will be-
isn't there orcs, Fearless? Where is there not orcs?
This will be especially funny because there's a Slith. So maybe that means Dark Eldar allies. It would be funny.
Well, you can definitely engage in diplomacy on board their vessels.
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
definitely know how to.
I would be the one to talk to them. Especially since I'm the guy in chief and I can sell them mercenaries. Or torture bags. Either or. You know?
But yeah, that's all I'm willing to share is in the sector.
Yeah.
Because the rest, I imagine, is very private in the sense that fucking you got something cooking.
Oh, I got a lot cooking.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Look, we all just threw it into the pot, and we were just like, fuck it, we're
Literally.
Any war boss of note? And is there any major wah? There's something forming. There's something cooking. It's cooking. The orcs are cooking.
Orcs usually need a bit to get going, and a lot of, like, general orc presence. Most of the walls is generally in the center of the galaxy right now.
Considering there are a few maiden wars, and everyone's headed, Gazgul's way, there's no major war boss right now, but of course there's an orc presence. Come on. It's 40k. You can't get rid of orcs.
Exactly.
We should probably state this is in the current timeline of events.
Oh yeah, we are in Dark Millennium. We are post Cicatrix Maledictum.
Which means warp travel's even gonna be more dangerous.
Yay! Thankfully, you have the venerable Longboy.
the venerable Longboy and limited incident, which won't have a schizo episode, we promise.
Which definitely doesn't have a schizophrenic man of iron instead of a machine spirit. Don't worry, it's not the only abominable intelligence in the sector.
Don't worry, Crusader. There's a thing called making shit fun instead of just, we don't have to worry about usually like a lot of the coal shit and all that down south. Because we're so far out into the boobies and the cool stars. A lot of it doesn't really matter too much.
As a bit of a fun fact, the sector capital, which is enforced by a Salamander's successor, believe it or not, has a Great Crusade era relic of Vulcans that acts like a mini Astronomicon. Because if the Votan can have those and Vulcan was canonically working on those in the Great Crusade, I see no reason why they can't.
Yeah.
So there is a lighthouse in the warp out here.
Ah, welcome, Oliver.
Welcome, Edsel. How is it going?
Yo, what up, Edsel?
But, yeah, that is a summary of this. Oh. Also, I'm gonna need to change models for this. But, I want you to know something very wacky about the, Inquisitorial Conclave of the sector. And, guess whose ship it's on? And guess what exploratory fleet's in the sector? in the sector. Guess which archmagus is in charge of it?
It's your girl.
It's your girl.
She's the local admech. It's your girl.
I'm the admech they trade to. I'm their admech trader. Or merchant, rather. Which I do actually want to do one or two really cool, like, war scenes where the rogue trader is going in for, like, VIP mission. Where it just shows Imperial forces actually getting shit done. And
That would
sweeping.
be cool. But hear me out for a moment. A funny idea between the Slith and obviously the fucking...
Also, yes,
Archmage
I
or
did
something.
wait up to take out this model for that reveal, and I was using the Cumpire model before then.
Based. But hear me out. Fucking Archmagos, right, meets the Slith. The Slith immediately goes up to her. It's like, "Hey yo, what's up, my centipussy?" Or some shit like that for immediate diplomacy.
Amazing.
Have that be like the reason why he can't talk with people or something. That he's just like says the weirdest shit, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
You know what the in-canon response would be, right?
No.
Looks at your arms. I got more.
It would be fucking hilarious, though. We gotta admit.
The response would just be, I got more. Yeah, all the rain would do that, Edsel. But, yeah, we're out in the Ghoul Stars. Because, a certain explorator fleet, it seems to be beelining towards Zana 2. A certain explorator fleet with an inquisitorial conclave on it. Or at this point, an entire inquisitorial school of thought. Hell, it may be its own ordo at this point. It's not its own ordo.
Who's to say they didn't really bother too much? They're just kind of.
It's just there are 5 inquisitors aboard the Copper Compulsion. And they're headed by Velvy.
Look,
They're
just
headed
taking
by
advantage.
Lord Inquisitor Velverosa Nornfang.
Quite literally, yes.
I'm not joking. I put my explorator fleet in this sector just for this.
The most magical of crossovers for a goofy road trader.
I mean, to be fair, the explorator fleet headed by the Copper Compulsion is, they tend to actually use any and all tech relics that they can safely employ. And not in the standard admech, well, what if we lose it? Safe, but in the what if we lose people from not employing this and we lose STCs that may be hidden in Imperial cities employ.
Yes.
You know, Noble Dark.
I suppose we should probably maybe, on the subject of funny rogue trader shite.
Get back to Rogue Trader.
Yeah, speaking of the rogue trader, hey Mir, we want to try and run you through how the system works, right?
I was probably going to dip in a minute, though, to be honest. It's a bit
Oh yeah,
late.
it's like 5 a.m. for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, stream has been going for about 2 hours, so we can call it here.
Only
to
if you
you.
want to. It's all good.
Yes, look forward to excerpts from this tabletop, and, if you're lucky, or you just ask me, an invitation to a one-off. Like, literally, all you gotta do is DM me on Discord. My Discord's publicly available, and DMs are open. I'm not gonna say no if you want to be part of a one-off or something.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to be part of the one-off session, you have to put up with a murder snake go nuts. Go on. You want to do it. You want to say hi to the Freddy Faz Snake, don't you, chat?
Anyways,
God.
we're ending here. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Okay? Okay. Bye-bye. And end broadcast.